already told my live what happened, but I gotta come tell y'all this shit and just really have this shit saved and recorded because I can't believe what the fuck just happened to me. Like, I didn't give it time for the story to even process because this just happened. But okay, so boom, I go to church. I go to church damn near every Sunday. I go to church by myself. So one Sunday, I ended up going to church a couple months ago, and I ended up meeting this girl. She's really cool. She's a real Christian-like woman. I feel like I can relate to. I can really take advice from. She's always in her Bible. You know, she wears her job. She's always covered. She's very modest. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anytime we go to church, she's always praying. She gonna get out there in the aisle. She gonna hard down pray. She gonna speak in tongues. She know the verse is by hand. So, you know, I'm like, okay, this is somebody I can really consider to be a Christian friend. So, fast forward. I end up hanging out with her, getting her number. I'm giving her a ride. I gave her a ride to church before. Like, we're really connecting outside of church as well or whatever. But mind y'all, like, I'm still low-key, like, I'm not a saint. So I still have, like, you know, fall short when it comes to, like, sinning and stuff. And just, you know, being the best Christian that I can. So I kind of try to, like, not really bring her around like that because I still smoke. I still hang out, drink, stuff like that.
Okay, at least you going to church, though. That's what's up.
So I kind of wanted to keep that relationship sacred. So I really didn't. I really wasn't too much open with her about who I was. But one day I decided to just break down to her how open I was or whatever. So we really started connected after that because I felt like she wasn't judging me. She was really open, like really welcoming about me and my walk of faith, you know what I'm saying, with Christ. So like I said, we ended up being cool. So one day she ends up texting me and asking me, can I donate some money for a friend for a plane ticket? It was like $700 last minute. So type of person I'm like, I don't really ask people for money that I don't really know. So I didn't respond. So I'm like, I hope she don't feel no type of way. So she ends up hitting me up again. She wanted to hang out. Cool, go get smoothies. But I ended up having to work. I couldn't really hang out with her. I had to do a writing check.
I'm definitely not responding either, for real.
My job, I'm a hairstylist. So she hits me up earlier this week like, hey, I really want to try a wig. It's been a minute. Whatever. She rocks a natural shortcut, like I said. So she always wears like her shortcut. So she's like, I want to get a wig with the whoop. Like, how much is this? Whatever. So she ends up booking on my website. I end up sending her my Instagram. She books through my website. So she books a wig install, and I end up texting her the next day to confirm or whatever, asking her like what style she was getting, whatever, because I know she don't really wear wigs like that. So she was like, oh, I was wondering if you had maybe like a glueless wig, 26 inches. So I tell her the price of the wig, whatever. Mind y'all, she booked for today. So I'm texting her like, okay, cool. So my vendor is near me. So I usually go get my wigs from my vendor like the day before. Like, I can get here last minute if possible. So if I got the time to. So I ended up telling her like, okay, well, I'll go get the wig, whatever. And she ended up asking me, could her sister and her nephew come? I work from home, so I'm already like, no, that's not gonna work. Like, I really don't work well with a lot of people in my house, you know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna work. But if your sister is your ride, I'll come get you because she stays right around the corner from me, and I still have to go get her wig. So I'll just grab you on my way to get your wig. So I ended up letting her know my ETA was gonna be like $450, whatever. I left the house at 4:39. She lived 11 minutes away. Cool. So I pull up, the sister answered the phone. She's like, yeah, she's in the shower. So I'm low-key already irritated because I'm like, I've been working all day and I'm already coming to get you, and you got the nerve to not even be on time.
Yeah, you got to be ready when I get there.
So my vendor is about to close. So I'm like, hey, I'm just going to run and go get this wig real quick. Tell her I'll be right back. Like, it's only like 15 minutes away. On the way there, it was only 15 minutes away. So, I ended up going to get the wig. I paid for it out of pocket because, well, my plans was to take her with me to my vendor and that way just grab the money then. But I was like, okay, I just want to go get it. No biggie, whatever. I just get the money when I get back. So I ended up pulling up. I pull back up. I go get the wig. I pull back up. So when I pull back up, the sister is like, hey, yeah, I'm coming outside to come get you. The sister answered the phone again. So I'm like, it's no way this girl ain't been ready. Because mind y'all, on my way back, it was 48 minutes in traffic. I had to drive from Dorville to Decatur. And if you know, you fucking know. So I ended up driving or whatever, long ass motherfucking ride. And like I said, the sister answered the phone again. So I'm like, hold up, ain't no way she ain't ready. So at this point, I'm ready to go in the house. I want to see what's taking her so long. So I walk in the house and it's like where I walk in and it's like no furniture, it's just the floor, and it's like these sheets up as curtains to cover like the doorways. So I'm already confused, like, what's going on? And it's only like two chairs, like two like swivel gaming chairs on the floor and the computer. So I'm confused. So this is like, yeah, you can come have a seat right here, sit back, relax, get comfortable. I'm like, bitch, I don't need to get comfortable. I'm ready to get my work on so I can go to sleep. I'm just ready. I'm here to handle business. All this extra, I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm here to chill, chat, none of that. I'm ready to get to work. So the sister like, yeah, just relax. She's coming out soon, whatever. Mind y'all, okay, I'm not going to say her real name, but let's just say her real name is Latifah. Her real name is Latifah. So we sit down and I'm waiting on the girl to come out. So the sister is like, she calls like this random name. She's like, China. So I'm like, who the fuck is China? I'm confused as fuck. Y'all, the sister turns on some fucking Tank. What do you mean? You keep on making me free. That song. One of them fucking Tank songs. And the sister comes from behind. The girl that I go to church with comes from behind the fucking curtain in a robe and some heels. So at this point, I'm literally confused as fuck, y'all. Like, I'm literally looking like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if it's some cult shit. Because mind y'all, like I said, the sister just like her. As soon as I walked in, the sister like, yeah, my sister told me how God has led y'all together. And then y'all just whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, cool. I get the godly stuff. But like, what are we here for? So the sister was already putting me in the mind of her. So I'm like, oh, these like some real Christian girls. So when she comes out from behind the curtain dancing the Tank, because she's hard down performing. I'm talking about on the floor, grinding, popping her butt, like just going hard. She's like, I'm literally smiling to keep from fucking laughing because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, God, what did I just walk into? Seriously, like, this shit can't be real. So she done hard down perform, said, look at me in my eyes. I'm confused as fuck. The sister's intrigued and happy and proud as fuck sitting over there. So the sister cues the music as she blows the kiss, so it's dead silent. I'm like, okay, you look good. Still confused as fuck as to why you around this bitch giving me a motherfucking, I don't even fucking know, bitch. I don't even fucking know what the fuck is going on there, homies. Like, I really don't. You just gave me this whole performance, but did you get your hair done? Like, that's all I got to say. But at the same time, like, I'm so intrigued because I really want to know why the fuck did you just do a whole breakdance? So she sits down to tell me that basically, she just haven't been going to church because she feels like God has her walking in a new direction. And God is doing this and doing that, doing so many different things in her life that she's deciding to be a stripper. If y'all...
Yes, y'all. Is what the fuck I was thinking, y'all. I was so confused in a damn house. After she gives her talent show and tells me that she wants to be a stripper and tells me how God is, leading her in this other direction, I'm literally sitting there confused as fuck. One, I done forgot about the wig. I'm not even thinking about the wig. I'm so locked in on this performance and the whole point of you choosing me out of all people to want to come over here. Little sidebar. The only reason why I think, this is probably the reason why she felt comfortable telling me, because I told her I used to work at the club back in the day. So that's why I'm assuming she felt comfortable with me. But whole time, like, I'm over here thinking, like, was this a setup? Because, one, your sister kept answering your fucking phone. And a whole 2 hours went by since the first time I pulled up. So You wasn't in the shower. You was hiding behind that goddamn curtain waiting to pop out and give me a performance like I'm your man. You was ready to serenade me out, and the look in the eyes is what got me the most. Like, I was literally scared as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And mind y'all, her sister sitting there on the floor happy as fuck, just cheers in her own, like, yeah, this is our dance studio, and God has created this for us, this new environment. Hopefully you could be a part. I'm like, baby, the wig. So I'm like, yeah, I went and got the wig. She was like, yeah, my sister told me you went and got the wig. So I'm like, you want to see it? I go grab the wig out the car. I forgot the wig was even waiting on us, y'all. The wig was in the car. I go grab the wig. I put it in her head, y'all. She taking pictures. She swinging her hair back and forth like she Willow Smith and shit. Just in here vibing. So I'm like, okay, so can we leave? So she sits back down after taking videos, taking pictures, filling the wig through. And she's like, well, the only thing is I don't have the money for the wig today.
Oh, that's how she trying to pay for the wig, huh? She trying to give her a dance.
Yeah. It literally felt like being in that moment. It felt like I took I was in the Matrix and I chose a pill, like the red and blue pill, and I tapped into a whole nother world. Cause I'm like, bitch, you can't be for real. So I'm like, I just drove all this way. I done offered to come and get you all for you to one set me up with a whole motherfucking talent show that I was not expecting, wanting, or needing. Then you made me waste my money on this wig to tell me that you don't even have the money for the wig. So at that point, smoke is coming out my fucking ears. So, like I said, her sister, both of them are basically sitting on the sides of me, and I'm sitting in the middle. So I stand up, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, that's just my first instinct, because I know me, I snap. So I just stand up, and, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, just hit me up, whatever, bye. Like, because this shit is beyond mind blowing. I have to get in the car and debrief. So I'm steady saying bye. The sister is literally ignoring me. Like, the whole vibe, the whole energy changed. Like, once they noticed, like, I felt played, their whole energy changed. And I remember as I was walking out the room, I turned around towards them, and they was making this stank face, and they immediately changed their face as soon as I turned around. Like, you know how, like, you catch somebody making a facial expression? Like, the girl who I went to church with, like, she was making the mug, and then, like, as soon as I turned around, she just went smiling. I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, something's wrong with you. Y'all both psyched out. I got the fuck on. And yeah, I was stuck with the 24-inch closure wig. It's beautiful as hell if y'all want to see it, but this is just crazy. I hope I don't really see this girl ever again, especially not at church. I probably won't. And it's like, I was reading the comments and I ran up on the story, the Jezebel story, whatever. And it's like, it's definitely giving that. Like, and from now on, I need to get in my word a little more so I can be aware of these type of people, because here I am putting her on this pedestal, and the only pedestal person that need to be on the pedestal is God. So it's like, I had to do a little self-check, but y'all got to be aware. These motherfuckers out here is psyched out. And y'all, that's the part that blows my mind the whole
He said, what? How we go from hair appointment to a private show? Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
time. Like, was I being set up the whole entire time? Because like I said, your sister kept answering the phone, and clearly you was dressed. You wasn't in the shower for 2 hours, getting ready for 2 hours. You don't even have hair. So your sister was literally waiting. Y'all was sitting there like, oh, she calling. Like, hurry up, get behind the curtain. Like, put your robe on. Like, are y'all fucking for real? Like, are y'all serious? Why you couldn't just tell me that you wanted to be a stripper? What was the performance for?
Yeah, I'm thinking that she thought like she was gonna guide her way into me, like
See, that's what I said. She thought that dance was payment enough.
letting her get a free wig. I don't know, like I don't know. But baby, I'm sorry, you never gave that.
First off, I keep seeing people say something about discernment. Don't nobody got discernment out of anybody I know. It's me. I definitely have discernment. But I feel like it was also meant for me to know her and get to understand her, because she did make me go to church more consistently, and she did also make me get comfortable when it comes to praising God and letting him be known to others. Like, you know, just being able to say his name and being able to praise him with others around, not feeling uncomfortable about what anybody's going to say. So I do feel like it was meant for me to meet her. I don't feel like everything about her is just false. I do feel like she's kind of in a lost space right now, which is what happens, especially living in Atlanta. We all get lost. And regardless of what her path is, she definitely has contributed to me wanting to have a stronger relationship with Christ. So she maybe tricked me, but it worked out. I think some of y'all going way too deep for real. Like, okay, it was freaky as hell at first. I did not understand it. But I believe her whole point in doing all of that was for me to sympathize and feel bad enough to want to give her a free wig. That's what it was. Like, it wasn't no ritual. It wasn't no none of that. It's she wanted me to feel bad enough, or she wanted me to understand why she really needed a free wig. Like, that was her demonstration.
Okay, yeah, I probably deleted this video like 2 or 3 times because I've been contemplating on finishing this story because it has taken a left turn really, really, really fast, and it's kind of scaring me. But one thing I can say, it has not deterred me from my walk of faith, and just my journey with Christ, and just, exploring him and exploring myself through him. I do want to start out by saying this, but y'all, it's getting really, really scary. So, y'all remember the whole story. Y'all already know. If you haven't watched my first video, go watch part 1. But that'll give you a little intel on what's going on. But basically, today, after I left church, let me start by saying when I got in church, I thought about this girl all day. I've been thinking about her and I've been praying for her since the situation has happened. And I'm making sure I watch my language because I really want to make sure I get this story across very clearly. But after I left church today, I'm driving home on the phone with my sister, as we always do, because she goes to church after me. So we kind of talk in between her getting ready for church and me coming home from church. So we just on the phone, and I received a random phone call not knowing who the number is. So I declined it and I asked who it was because I don't really answer calls on Sundays, especially like business and stuff like that. So I ended up shooting her a text, and she ended up sending me a long message like, hey, this is such and such. I found your video on TikTok. I feel like we maybe have ran into the same girl, and I feel like I've been scammed too, some of me and my friends. So immediately I call my sister, and I'm like, y'all, my sister's on the phone, so I immediately tell her what's going on. She's like, you need to call her back. So basically I call her back, and she's basically giving me details about like basically how she goes to 2819 as well, and she's describing this same girl, and automatically she told me a little incident where this girl was giving away items at church, like bakery items or whatever, and automatically I knew it was her. So basically, once we put 2 and 2 together that it was the same girl, she basically told me that that same girl had reached out to her as well about this $700 plane ticket, which is how she knew that we were talking about the same girl in my video.
I forgot all about that plane ticket.
Because as I first mentioned, she asked me about money for a plane ticket. So fast forward, the money for the plane ticket wasn't for her. It was actually for a friend, and she mentioned it in that message. She also mentioned how God had a mission. I probably can't insert the clips in the video, but how God had a mission for her, and basically for her friend. She didn't tell me exactly what it was, but she had a calling on her life, and she needed money for the plane ticket and whatever. So in this instance, the girl who contacted me, she basically asked the girl, like, can I please reach out? Like, can you have your friend reach out to me so I can really see what it is that she needs money for? Because, like, she just wasn't comfortable with just giving money away. You know what I'm saying? And the way that she was going about it. So basically, she had Latifah. Latifah had her friend who needed the plane money ticket to reach out from the girl who contacted me on TikTok. And Latifah's friend, she told them they were friends. She told me that they were sisters. So just basically telling it from the girl from my church who contacted me point of view, she basically said that Latifah's friend had reached out to her and basically said like God had called her to marriage and she needed a flight. I want to maybe say to like Delaware, somewhere up north. I'm honestly not sure exactly where, but she basically needed money. God was calling her to marriage, and she ended up sending the girl like videos of her in a wedding dress, but she really didn't say
God gonna send you to marriage a little later when that plane ticket cheaper.
much. So I guess the girl who contacted me was basically like she didn't feel compelled, or like, you know, like that was something that God actually wanted her to do. She basically told her in the nicest way possible that she wouldn't be able to help her, but she prays and hopes that, you know, she has a safe journey and God leads her to whatever calling that she feels like he's led her to safely. So basically, when she tells the girl that she's not able to give her money, she says she then realizes through the girl's response that she becomes a bit angry. So I'm kind of in and out of the story as she's telling me the story, because I'm not even processing the fact. I'm still trying to process the fact like we're talking about the same girl. Okay, and like I said, I'm in and out of the story, so I'm really not picking up detail for detail. But basically, from my understanding, the friend reached out to her again and was basically like, I apologize for my approach. Please don't look at Latifah any differently, because the way I came to you about the situation or whatever. And I'm not sure if the friend responded, but somewhere in that conversation, the friend basically tells her, and I'm so sorry if this is a sensitive topic for anybody. I am going to make sure I put a little trigger warning. Like, this is basically a trigger warning for this next clip. She basically said that she had raped Latifah and basically had her speaking in demonic tongues. Okay, let me go back. I skipped a part. So when they were originally talking about the dress and stuff, and when she sent her videos of her in the dress, and she basically told her she wasn't going to be able to get the money, Latifah was also communicating with the girl from my church who contacted me on TikTok and was basically like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, just basically she's having a conversation with both of the ladies at the same time, but Latifah is acting as if she's not conversating with her friend. Like, just asking her how her day been going, how she's been, such and such, as if her friend basically didn't get angry because she didn't want to give her money for the plane ticket. So once she ended up mentioning that she basically had her up under some type of demonic, I don't know, spell, curse. I'm not sure really what to call it, because I don't really get into that type of stuff. But she said that Latifah was also messaging her still as she was texting her friend, basically saying the same thing, like just acting as nothing ever happened. Like, hey girl, how you doing? So she's texting them at the same time. So she basically stopped texting a friend and she's texting Latifah like, hey, if you need help, or if you need, like, if you're in any type of danger, like, call the police. Like, basically, like, trying to get Latifah help, trying to make sure she's okay. And Latifah's basically like, yeah, I'm actually in the same basically room as the girl, so I basically can't do anything right now, but once I get somewhere safe, I'll let you know. So fast forward, I guess a couple hours later, Latifah reaches back out to her like, hey, thank you for calling. I'm assuming that, you know, she called her and Latifah didn't answer. I'm now home with my parents in Roswell. I'm okay.
I don't know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? This done took a whole left turn, this story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to help me out with this one. You know what I'm saying? But I did forget about that plane ticket, though. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this story in the comments below. I ain't really getting into all these. They talking about demonic spirits and all of that and all that. God bless everybody. God bless this video. God bless you. God bless me. God bless your family. God bless my family. God bless everybody family. All right. So that's what I'm going to just leave it at. All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rock with me, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the story in the comments below. But I will say this. Damn, this is a small world, because she got contacted and say they knew the same people. It's crazy. All right. It's your boy Ray. Big play.